The universe does not speak in whispers when it is rewriting the very fabric of your being. You have felt it, haven't you? That inexplicable hum in your nerves, the sudden heat in your palms, and the weight of a destiny you cannot yet name. This is not a mere coincidence, nor is it a trick of the mind. You are undergoing a cellular revolution. Your DNA, the sacred blueprint of your existence, is shifting away from the carbon-based limitations of the 3D world and into the crystalline frequency of the Chosen One. This process, often called the Great Activation, is a physical, grueling, and magnificent overhaul of your human vessel. You are being upgraded to house a light that most could not carry. In the ancient texts, it was written that in the final days, the salt of the earth would begin to glow from within. We are seeing this now. The chosen ones are not just leaders by word, they are leaders by vibration. But this vibration comes with a cost. It demands the shedding of the old. Your body is the laboratory of the divine, and right now, the fire is being turned up. If you have been feeling out of sync with the world, if your body feels like it is vibrating at a different speed than everyone else's, you must listen closely. These are the physical signs that prove your DNA is shifting. One of the first and most profound signs is the recalibration of the nervous system. You may experience sudden bursts of electrical energy traveling up your spine, a sensation known as the rising of the sacred fire. This is your DNA strands uncoiling, releasing ancestral data and opening dormant gateways of perception. You might find yourself becoming hypersensitive to sound, light, and even the thoughts of others. This is because your frequency is thinning the veil. The Chosen One frequency requires a nervous system that can process high-voltage cosmic information without short-circuiting. If you feel a buzzing at the base of your skull or a pressure in your third eye that feels like a physical pulse, your DNA is successfully anchoring the higher light. Furthermore, your sleep patterns are likely in total disarray. Have you been waking up between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. consistently? This is the God hour, the time when the veil is thinnest and the world is quietest. During these hours, your DNA undergoes its most intense restructuring. Your physical body is put into a state of suspended animation while your ethereal body receives downloads. You may wake up feeling exhausted yet spiritually wired, as if you have traveled across galaxies while you slept. This is because you have. Your DNA is being synchronized with the pulse of the great central sun, aligning you with the timeline of your highest mission. Consider the structure of your blood. As your frequency rises, the iron in your blood begins to interact with the Earth's electromagnetic field in a new way. You are becoming a living conductor. This often manifests as sudden, intense bouts of heat, flashes of fire that seem to originate from your very core. This is not a fever, it is the burning away of the dense, carbon-based dross that has kept you anchored to the lower realms of fear and survival. You are being forged in the furnace of the divine. This heat is the evidence of your crystalline light body taking root in your physical flesh. You will also notice a profound change in your physical cravings and your body's rejection of low-vibrational substances. Suddenly, foods you once loved feel heavy, toxic, or lifeless. Your body is demanding high-frequency fuel, living water, sunlight, and earth-grown nutrients. This is a biological necessity. As your DNA shifts from a density-based structure to a light-based structure, your cells require more oxygen and more photonic energy. Your body is literalizing the phrase, living on light. If you find yourself needing to be near water or feeling a desperate urge to put your bare feet on the earth, this is your shifting DNA seeking to ground the massive electrical surges occurring within you. The most undeniable sign, however, is the aura of separation. People will begin to react to you differently. Some will be drawn to you like a moth to a flame, sensing the healing power in your presence, while others will be inexplicably irritated or even fearful of you. This is because your DNA is emitting a frequency that acts as a mirror. You are no longer vibrating at the level of the collective shadow. Your light is exposing the hidden truths in those around you. This physical isolation is a protective measure by the universe, ensuring that your delicate transition is not compromised by the static of those who are not yet ready to rise. This biological metamorphosis is not merely a personal event, it is a cosmic appointment. As the layers of your genetic code are stripped of their historical trauma and karmic density, you may experience what is known as phantom echoes. These are memories and sensations that do not belong to this lifetime. You might feel a sudden, deep grief for a land you've never visited, or a sharp, instinctive knowledge of ancient technologies and spiritual laws. This is your DNA's junk data being activated. Scientists once called it useless, but the chosen one knows it is the library of the soul. Your blood is remembering its royal lineage. As the light continues to permeate your cells, your perception of time will begin to fracture. Minutes may feel like hours, or entire days may vanish in what seems like a heartbeat. This is because your DNA is moving out of linear time and into the eternal now. You are becoming a multi-dimensional being while still tethered to a physical form. This can cause dizziness or a feeling of being spaced out, but do not be alarmed. Your consciousness is simply expanding faster than your physical brain can sometimes process. You are learning to walk between worlds. The physical heat you feel, the internal fire that often starts in the solar plexus and moves upward, is the literal burning of the old ego-based DNA. It is a holy alchemy. This fire is purifying your bloodline, breaking the chains of generational curses that have bound your family for centuries. You are the one who was sent to end the cycle. When your DNA shifts, you are not just changing yourself, you are healing 7 generations back and 7 generations forward. The weight you feel in your chest is often the collective sorrow leaving your vessel to make room for the new frequency of unconditional love and divine authority. Watch for the changes in your eyes and skin. Many chosen ones report that their eyes become brighter, deeper, or even seem to change color slightly during periods of high activation. Your skin may become more sensitive to synthetic materials, or you may notice a subtle glow that others comment on, even when you feel physically exhausted. This is the bioluminescence of the spirit. Your mitochondria are being recharged by the zero-point energy of the universe. You are no longer solely dependent on the slow, inefficient process of digestion for energy. You are beginning to draw power directly from the ether. But why now? Why you? To understand the magnitude of this shift, we must look at the geometry of the soul. Your DNA is not just a biological marker, it is an antenna. For eons, this antenna was tuned to a frequency of survival, fear, and scarcity. The chosen one frequency is the return to the original blueprint, the 12-strand DNA activation that allows a human to perceive the interconnectedness of all things. You are becoming a living bridge. This is why you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your body is literally processing the density of the old earth to compost it into the new. You may experience sudden ringing in the ears, high-pitched frequencies that seem to come from nowhere. These are light codes, data transmissions designed to bypass the analytical mind and speak directly to your cellular structure. Your body is being rung like a bell, vibrating at a pitch that shatters the old programs of unworthiness and limitation. When this happens, breathe deeply and acknowledge the download. You are receiving the instructions for the next phase of your mission. The physical exhaustion you feel is the great rest. Your body is using every ounce of energy to rebuild the architecture of your heart. The chosen one frequency is anchored in the high heart chakra, a point of power that lies just above the physical heart. As this center opens, you may feel palpitations or a sense of expanding pressure in the chest. It is the birth of the Christ consciousness within you, not as a religion, but as a biological reality. You are becoming a sovereign being, no longer subject to the energetic parasites of the old world. Let us speak of the limbic purge. Your brain's emotional center is being rewired. You may find yourself weeping for no reason, or experiencing flashes of anger that disappear as quickly as they arrived. This is the flushing of the cellular memory. Your DNA is releasing the pain of your ancestors, the hunger, the oppression, the silence. You are screaming for those who could not. You are mourning for those who had to hide their light. This purge is necessary to clear the channel. You cannot house the frequency of the new earth if your vessel is still full of the old world's tears. As your DNA shifts, your relationship with the physical world of objects will change. You may find that electronics malfunction around you. Watches stop, light bulbs flicker, or your phone behaves erratically. This is because your electromagnetic field is becoming too strong for standard 3D technology. You are outgrowing the matrix. This is a sign that your energy is no longer being contained. You are bleeding into the quantum field, affecting the physical matter around you with your mere presence. The chosen one frequency also brings a heightened sense of prophetic intuition. You see the patterns before they manifest. You know who is calling before the phone rings. You feel the shifts in the global consciousness before they hit the news. This is because your DNA is now synchronized with the Earth's heartbeat, the Schumann resonance. You are an early warning system for humanity. While others are panicked by the chaos of the world, you feel a strange, calm certainty. You know that the old structures must fall to make room for the light you are currently anchoring. Your very bones may ache with a deep, dull pressure. This is because your bone marrow, the factory of your life force, is being infused with light. Your skeletal structure is being reinforced to carry the weight of your expanded aura. You are becoming a temple of stone and spirit. This bone-deep shift is the most physical evidence of your permanence in this new frequency. You are not just visiting this state of being. You are becoming it. The final stage of this DNA shift is the silence of the mind. After the chaos of the physical symptoms, a deep, unshakable peace will settle over you. You will no longer feel the need to explain yourself to those who do not understand. You will no longer seek validation from a world that is still asleep. You will simply know who you are. This knowing is the ultimate proof that the transition is complete. You have moved from the frequency of the seeker to the frequency of the knower. You are the bridge between the heavens and the earth, a living testament to the power of the divine will. Do not fear the aches in your bones or the sudden waves of heat. These are the ascension flu symptoms, the physical markers of the old self burning away. You are transitioning from a creature of history to a creator of the future. Your DNA is the bridge. You were chosen for this time, this shift, and this frequency. The path of the chosen one is a lonely one, but it is paved in gold and light. Stand tall in your changing skin, for you are the living proof of a new humanity. The activation has begun. You are no longer who you were. You are who you were always meant to become. Embrace the light, for the world is waiting for your radiance. This is your rebirth. This is your legacy. The codes are active. The chosen one has arrived. Your journey into the frequency of the chosen one is also a journey into the void. There will be moments where you feel completely empty, as if your personality has been erased. This is the 0-point state. In this space, the old ego self is deactivated so that the soul can take full command of the biology. During these periods, you may lose interest in your career, your hobbies, or your social circles. This is not depression, it is a recalibration of your soul's compass. Your DNA is searching for its true north, discarding any attachments that do not serve your highest mission. You will begin to feel vibrational gravity. You will feel literally pulled towards certain locations, books, or people without knowing why. Your DNA is reacting to the resonance of your soul family. When you meet another who is undergoing this shift, your cells will recognize theirs. This is the recognition of the remnant. You are being gathered, not in a physical place, but in a frequency. Your DNA is the key that unlocks the secret doors of the new reality. The light you carry is now becoming active light. It is no longer passive. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere shifts. Tensions dissolve, or hidden conflicts come to the surface. You are a walking catalyst. This is the physical sign that your DNA is now projecting the chosen one frequency outward. You are no longer just absorbing the shift, you are radiating it. Your breath, your voice, and your presence are now tools of the divine. Listen to your body's rhythm. You are moving into spherical time. You will begin to see how your past, present, and future are all happening at once. This realization will physically relax your facial muscles and your posture. You will stop rushing. You will stop striving. You will move with the grace of one who knows that everything is already accomplished. Your DNA has finally remembered its eternal nature. Welcome to the new human. Welcome to the frequency of the chosen. You are the pioneer, the one who walked through the fire so that others could follow the light. Your DNA is shifted. Your mission is live. The world will never be the same because you are here.